Well, hello there, and welcome to Urinetown. Not the place, of course, the music. Urinetown, the place, is... well, it's a place you're going to hear people referring to a lot throughout the show.
Did you hear the news? They carted old so-and-so off to Urinetown the other day.
Is that so? What'd they do?
Oh, such and such, I hear.
What do you know? Old so-and-so.
It's kind of a mythical place, you understand? A bad place. A place you won't see until Act 2. And then, well, let's just say it's filled with symbolism, things like that. But Urinetown, the music, well, here we are. Welcome. It takes place in a town like any town that you might find in a musical. This here is the first setting of the show. As the sign says, is a public amenity, meaning public toilet. These people have been waiting for hours to get in. It's the only amenity they can afford to get into.
Say, Officer Lockstock, have you told the audience about the water shortage?
What's that, little Salle?
You know, the water shortage? A hard time, the drought, a shortage so awful that private will eventually be unthinkable. A crime is so absurd that
Whoa there, little Sally. Not all at once. They'll hear more about the water shortage in the next scene.
Oh, I guess you don't want to overload them with too much exposition, huh?
Everything in its time, little Sally. You're too young to understand it now, but nothing can kill a show like too much exposition.
How about a bad subject matter?
Well,
Or a bad title even. That can kill a show pretty good.
well, little Sally, suffice it to say that in Urinetown, the musical, everyone has to use public bathrooms in order to take care of their private business. That's the central conceit of the show. Better hope your pennies add up to the fee. We can't have you peeing for free. If you do catch you, we never fail, and we never bother with jail. You'll get Urinetown, off you'll go to Urinetown, away with you to Urinetown. You won't need help. Later on, you'll learn these public bathrooms are controlled by a private company. They keep mission high, generally, so if you're down in your luck, you have to come to a place like this, one of the poorest, filthiest urinals in town.
You can't just go in the bushes either. There's laws against it.
That's right, little Sally. Harsh laws, too. That's why little Sally here has been counting her pennies. Isn't that so, little Sally?
I'm very post officer. Only a few pennies away.
Aren't we all, little Sally? Aren't we all?
Oh, excuse me, but can you show me the way to the private company that controls these public bathrooms?
You mean Urine Good Company?
That's the one.
You'll meet the guy who runs Urine Good Company later. That there is his daughter.
I'm afraid it's quite a ways from here, ma'am. This here's the bad part of town.
So it is.
But if you squint, you can just make out their headquarters rising above the skyline.
The gleaming tower on the hill?
That's the one.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
You most certainly are.
Pardon?
It most certainly is.
Oh dear, I'm late already. Well, thanks ever so much for the directions and such. Bye.
Anytime.
Well, we've talked on long enough, I imagine. Enjoy the show, and welcome to Urinetown, the musical.
You are humble audience. Have come to see what it's like when
People can't be free, can't be free.
first act lasted
First act
hours.
lasted
Don't
hours.
assume you're fine.
you're
Let's slow
fine.
down, there often is a bind.
This is Urinetown. One person here in Urinetown.
What's that?
Or a nickel or a dime?
Out of my way. Child, I've plenty of my own to tend to.
But this is all
I ain't got it.
Then go get it.
Come on, Penny. You know I'm good for it.
That's what you said last week. And I still haven't seen Penny 1. And that's Ms. Pennywise to you.
Bobby, reason with the woman. I'm a little short this morning.
He's no shorter than yesterday. Unless I grow. He's my promise, Pennywise. Can't he come in for free just this once?
Get your head out of the clouds, Bobby Strong. No one gets in for free.
Now, Miss Pennywise, we've all had to make special arrangements over the years. Why not let this one be ours?
If old man Strong gets in for free, then so do I.
And I.
And I! Quiet back there. No one's getting anywhere for free. Don't you think I have bills of my own to pay? Don't you think I have taxes and tariffs and payoffs to meet too? Well, I do. And I don't pay them with promises, see? I pay them with cash. Cold, hard cash. Every morning you come here, and every morning some of you got reasons why you ain't gonna pay. Well, I'm here to tell you is gonna pay.
But Miss Pennywise, please.
No what's, Bobby?
In the name of God, Penny, what difference could it make?
What difference? Times are hard, our cash is tight. You've got no right, I've heard it all before. Justice once is once, two once, for once they once, they'll want to once more. I run the only toilet in this part of town, you see. So if you've got to go, you've got to go through me. It's a privilege to pee. Water's worth its weight in gold these days. No more bathrooms like in olden days. You come here and pay a fee for the privilege to pee. 20 years we've had the drought, and our reservoirs have all dried up. I take my bath now in a coffee cup. I boil what's left of it for tea, and it's a privilege to pee. The politicians in their wisdom saw that there should be a law. The politicians fixed the toilets and made illegal public urination and defecation. So come and give your points to me. Write your name here in the record book. The authorities will want to look if you've been regular with me, if you paid the proper fee for the privilege to pee.
But Miss Pennywise!
I said no buts, Bobby. This man ain't coming in without paying. Not this time.
I don't know how much longer I wait, Bobby. There's no telling what I might do.
You think you got some kind of right?
Kind of right, kind of right.
Think you'll come in here and go for free? The only thing you'll get is no for free. I'm a business gal, you see. I sell the privilege to be. The good Lord made us so we piss each day until we piss away. The good Lord made sure that what goes in men must soon come out again. So you're no different than from lowly me.
But Miss Pennywise!
Lowly me, and I think I'll charge you twice.
Don't get to jeopardize your position.
Or better yet, have you
I'll
arrested.
move of this, you see.
Since you prefer the law gets tested.
Scraping cash for
And in
expensive
Urinetown you'll see
Crazy with nitrates half the time.
why it's dumb to fight with me.
Yes, I tell you, no way to live.
For the privilege to
lost your mind?
Oh, more than that, boy. Oh, a whole lot more than that.
Looky there.
This old man's strong and he ain't waiting. He's paying right there the payment he is.
Look, he's paying and so am I.
Oh, no, you're not! All right, then, make way. Make way, damn you! Make way! So if it ain't old man Strong,
The same.
is this you're doing, Strong?
It is.
Seize him!
Yes!
You've done a terrible thing here today, Strong.
So what if I did? I feels better, and that's all I cares about.
Breaking the Public Health Act is an exiling offense, Strong. Quite exiling.
So what it is. I did what I thought was necessary.
Rub him off, Bobby. I never thought I'd live to see the day.
Always knew we'd get you in the end, Joseph Strong. Take him away.
Bobby!
Pa!
Remember me, Bobby!
I will, Pa!
Tell your mother. Tell your mother I love her.
I will, Pa! I will!
Remember me, boys. Oh, God, what have I done? Remember me!
Remember, Bobby, what became of him. Remember how he indulged a whim. Remember how he made a mockery. He shunned the crockery, off to the dockery. Don't be like him.
Don't be like him? What do you mean by that?
Just keep your head out of the clouds. That's all I'll say. Good day.
All right, who's ready to pay?
It's my last few dollars, but I'll pay.
Me too.
Me too.
We'll all pay, Bobby Strong, always and forever. So long as you keep letting us pay.
Pa, what's to become of you?
Back to work then, Bobby. The morning rush is on.
Where's my dough?
Isn't that what we're all asking ourselves, Senator? Where's my dough? From the cop walking his beach to the little baby asleep in his mother's arms, we're all asking ourselves the same question. Where's my dough? And by dough, of course, I mean money.
I made my speech. Where's my dough?
Oh, there will be plenty of dough, Senator, provided the new fee hike vote breezes through the legislature.
I was hoping to wait for the vote during my newest fact-finding mission to Rio. When will I be around as if fee hikes breeze through?
You think I've gone too far this time, don't you, Vic?
It's a powder keg out there, Cladwell. This time, I think it's gonna blow.
Daddy?
What? Oh dear, I thought you'd never return.
Hi, Daddy. Sorry I'm late. I came just as soon as these exams were finished.
How's everything, dear?
Fine, Daddy. Just fine. It feels great to be done with school, finally.
You see that, Mr. McQueen? Beautiful, big-hearted, now with a head filled with the best stuff money can buy.
Well, if the stuff in her head is nearly as big as the stuff in her heart, she'll be running this company in no time.
That'll be all, Mr. McQueen.
Of course.
Well, I'll be Hope Cladwell. And all grown up, too.
Hello, Senator.
Come to join your father's little operation.
Oh, it's just a fax copy position. First day.
A fax/copy girl. Now, your father had mentioned he was bringing on a new fax/copy girl. He neglected, however, to mention how beautiful she'd be. You'd be. You're so beautiful. Even as a little girl, I had always thought.
That's enough, Vic.
Yes, of course.
Well, we won't be keeping you, Senator. You're bound to have your hands full in the legislature.
Well, they'll be full, Cladwell, and by this time tomorrow, I fully expect them to be full of cash.
Oh, they'll be full of cash, Senator. We'll all be full of cash, provided the vote comes through.
The vote will come through, Cladwell. It will come through so long as you come through with the cash.
No worries there, Senator. Once the vote comes through, there will be nothing else to come but the cash.
There won't be anything else to worry about.
Vic, I believe we understand each other.
Yes. Well, goodbye.
Let's meet the staff. Staff! Staff, this here's my daughter and our newest fax/copy girl, Hope Cladwell. Hope Cladwell, the good people of Urine Good Company, or UGC as it's known for short.
Hello, everybody.
Hello? Say a few words, Hope dear.
Oh, well, it's a great company, and I hope to help you make it even greater.
That's absolutely right, Hope dear, absolutely right. For you see, 20 years ago, we came to the people of this community with a simple proposition. Look the other way while we run this company the way we see fit, and we'll keep the pee off the streets and the water in the ground. Hope here has come to join our little operation to help us keep that promise. So promise me you'll treat her like the Cladwell she is. For one day she may be standing here in the shoes you see me wearing today. The shoes I wore when I made that promise was many years ago. I saw gray skies floating with gold. I saw gray skies and made them rainbow gold. Now those skies aren't so bleak to behold. They're still gray, but they paid for your salaries tenfold. I took this town that formerly stank. I took this town and made it smell swank. I made blushing the blush and bang. I'm the man with the plan, and so who should you thank? Boom!
Mr. Cladwell, you're so thankful for that thankful of gold. You're a Tory and Tory, and it's cash that you got. But we hope for much more, we really doubt it.
You may be right there.
Mr. Cladwell, you've got riches, which is just what we need. We say no to you, that you've got the ducats.
I can bring in bucks by the buckets.
You're the master, you're making money.
That's just there, please make honey.
You're Mr. Cladwell. Gosh, Daddy, I never realized that large monopolizing corporations could be such a force for good in the world.
You do.
All those coins that we take from the frog. And up here where those coins all belong. Lots of coins keep our company strong.
Charging fees as we please is alright, it's not wrong. Why it shows no one knows what a still we can dream. You're making me blush now.
Fancy free and so conscientious.
Why is my trendy?
Gosh, Daddy, men certainly do seem to adore you. So then why do I feel so conflicted?
Nonsense! Did I send you to the most expensive university in the world to learn how to feel conflicted, or to learn how to manipulate great masses of people?
To learn how to manipulate great masses of people, Daddy.
Which is exactly what we'll do. Now get faxing.
And copying.
And welcome home.
538. Just a few more.
Hello there, little Sally. Awfully late for those girls to be out and about, especially on a night like tonight.
Oh, just trying to scrape together a few coins before the late night rush is all. Got one to spare?
Sure, little Sally. I'm in a good mood tonight.
Thanks, Officer Lockstock. Say, Officer Lockstock, I was thinking, we don't spend too much time on hydraulics, do we?
Hydraulics, little Sally?
You know, hydraulics. Hydration, irrigation, or just plain old laundry. Seems to me that with the talk of the drought and water shortage and whatnot, we might spend some time on knows things too. After all, a dry spell would affect hydraulics too, you know.
Why, sure, little Sally. How should I put it? Sometimes, in a musical, it's better to focus on one big thing, rather than a lot of little things. The audience tends to be much happier that way, and it's easier to write.
One big thing?
That's right, little Sally.
Oh, then why not hydraulics?
Better get going, little Sally. Wouldn't want you to miss last call. Miss Pennywise won't hold the gates forever.
Oh, yeah, right. Thanks for the coin. Bye.
What a night.
Everything cleaned up all right, Mr. Bertolt?
Sure, same as always. Did you hear him scream, though, Mr. Lockstone?
Old man strong.
All the way down to Urinetown.
Oh, yes. I heard it, Mr. Bertolt. But then again, they all seem to scream in the end now, don't they? As their long journey into exile comes to a close, and the spires of Urinetown peak above the horizon. They do scream then, Mr. Bertolt. They most certainly do.
I suppose I thought he might be different somehow.
Different?
Old man strong. Always seemed a bit tougher than the rest. I was hoping he might, I don't know, surprise us somehow.
If there's one thing I've learned in my many years of enforcing the laws of this town, it's that the journey down to Urinetown offers no surprises. Not even from the very toughest of us. On that journey, expect only the expected. Oh, it's a hard, cold, tumble of a journey, worthy of a journey, a bumble down, slap, face, smack with a miss, certainly the base, a tumble down, it's a plow, that leaves you only one place, horrible to reach, is a tumble down, a hard, cold, tumble of journey, jumble of a journey, to Urinetown. Truly Cassidy went to a field behind a tree, saw there was no one who could see her pee, but me. And Jacob Rosenblum thought he was safe up in his room. Didn't know jars he kept up there and on a trip to Urinetown. Well, there are those who think our method's vicious, overly malicious, a bunch of brutes, but it's we who gallop on people, down to the seagull, lawful fruits. Our task, bring a little order, from what we lose, as the book says, certainly it's these untrembled trees and bobtail boots. Roger Roosevelt kept a cup below his belt. Cup ran over when he left. He smelled, we dealt. And Joseph, old man strong, held his peace for much too long. Hoped his son might bail him out. His guess was good, but also wrong. Years passed all in the jungle, scooping out a bungle, nature's bowl. Lack of constant deprivation, certain aggravation. Learn, power of the truncheon, organize a function, keep to call. So, if peace is what you're after, Urinetown's the rafter. Hang it all!
Julie Cassidy.
Jacob Rosenblum.
Roger.
Jacob Rosenblum.
Julie Cassidy.
Don't be like that, don't be like that, don't be like that, don't be like that, don't be like that. Oh, it's a hard, cold, tumble of a journey, it's worthy of a journey, a tumble down, slack, face, smack with a mace, slap to the base, slap pull down, that, leaves you only one place, horrible to reach, and a tumble down, hard, cold, tumble of a journey, Urinetown. Off you go then, boys. Happy hunting.
Yes. I've made plans for your journey.
To Urinetown?
To Rio, of course.
No. Yes. Rio. Well, I had to squeeze Cladwell a bit tighter for monthly payoffs, money bribes, extortion fees, and such.
Caution, Mr. Lockstock. It would seem that we're no longer alone.
Well, I'll be.
If I'm not mistaken, that there's his daughter.
So it is. And all grown up too. Miss Cladwell, a little late to be out, don't you think?
Oh, hello, officers.
If I didn't know me better, I would put you under suspicion of taking a late night behind the bushes to relieve yourself for free kind of walk.
Oh, no, officers. I'm just heading home from work. First day.
Long hours.
Just like us.
There's some kind of big vote going down to the legislature tonight. Plenty of faxing to do.
And copying, I imagine.
Oh, yes. And coffee.
I must say, Mrs. Cladwell, your father mentioned the size and purity of your heart. He neglected, however, to mention the size and purity of your beauty.
Does beauty have a size, officer?
In some countries. I take care of these street men, Miss Cladwell. There's no telling what some people wouldn't do for a few coins.
Especially these days, what with the new fee hikes and all.
Oh, I'm not afraid of people, officers.
Oh, no?
No. Everyone has a heart, you see. As long as you remember that, you need never fear a soul.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Even criminals?
Even criminals.
Even policemen?
Whoa! Bobby Strong! Awfully late to be out, don't you think?
Out late taking care of another late night rush is all. There's talk of more fee hikes. People are getting edgy.
Are they? Well, I'm glad to hear you were otherwise engaged. Wouldn't want to put you under suspicion taking a late night behind the bushes.
I don't need to do that anymore, officers. Not when I work for Penny, I don't.
But you still need to keep your head out of the clouds now, don't you?
What's that supposed to mean?
What he means is, you're a good boy, Bobby Strong, so you don't end up like your father.
And how did my father end up?
Well, we must be off. Our work is never done. Good night.
Good night, officers.
Good night, Bobby.
You were rather brave with them.
I don't care for policemen. Not those two, anyway.
Policemen protect the peace.
Do they?
Usually.
Didn't I see you down by the amenity this morning?
Well, that was me. I was rushing off to work. First day.
Find your way?
The gleaming tower on the hill. Couldn't miss it.
Beautiful.
It's rather shiny. That's true enough.
Did you mean what you said to this policeman about everyone having a heart?
Well, sure I did.
Because mine feels awful cold just now.
Not because of me, I hope.
Oh, no. Because of something I did.
Bobby, listen, good woman. I'm a little short this morning. More shorter than yesterday. Unless I grow.
Or rather, something I didn't do.
Well, if it feels cold, then it must still be there, don't you think?
Unless there's a vacuum where it used to be.
A vacuum? Inside your chest? It sounds so implausible.
I did something wrong this morning, is all I'm trying to say. I can't seem to get it out of my head.
The vacuum?
My actions. I let someone down that I love dearly. Feel real bad about it.
Well, maybe that's nature's way of telling you that now's the time to lift someone up.
Really?
Well, sure. Do you think you'd be feeling as bad as you do if you didn't have a heart?
I don't know. I suppose not.
Of course you wouldn't, because then you'd be dead. When darkness surrounds you and you lose your way, you have your own compass that turns night to day, and it's even with you before you depart. Be still, hear it beating, it's leading you, follow your heart.
Follow my heart? But to where?
To wherever your heart tells you to go.
Even there?
Even to the clouds, if that's what your heart commands. What's it saying now?
I don't know. I don't know how to listen to my heart.
You have to listen carefully. Here, let me try.
Do you do this?
There it is. It's saying, we all want a world filled with peace and with joy, with plenty of water for each girl and boy. That bright shining world is just waiting to start. No meanness or sorrow, just cleanness tomorrow. If only you follow your heart. You see there, even your heart knows you should follow your heart.
Peace and joy, plenty of water. I guess I do want those things.
There's something else your heart was saying. Maybe something I shouldn't have heard.
Really?
I think so. It was barely audible, but I definitely heard something.
Well, what was it?
Let me try again. Maybe I can make it out this time.
It was?
Sure it was. Squalor and noise, hopes and joys. It was telling me about all of those things.
I didn't know two hearts could speak as one.
I didn't either, until now. Here, listen.
Someday I'll meet someone whose heart joins with mine. Aortas and arteries all intertwine. They'll beat so much stronger than they could cut. In chambers of muscle to hustle the love in our hearts. Love is kind and considerate. Love is peaceful and fair. Love can creep up so suddenly. When you least think of it, your love is there. We all want a world filled with peace and with joy. Plenty of justice for each girl and boy. That bright shining world is just waiting to start. No anger or badness, just laughter and gladness. If only I follow your heart.
Well, good night.
Bobby. Bobby Strong.
Good night, Bobby Strong.
And good night to you.
Hope.
Good night, Hope. I won't forget what you said about the clouds in my heart.
And I won't forget what you said about the laughter and the gladness. Wait a minute. When can I see you again?
In this darkness, I'm afraid you can't see me at all. But a bright, shining world is waiting to start. I can feel it. Come to Amanda number 9 tomorrow. I'll show it to you.
She loves him, doesn't she, Officer Lockstock?
Sure she does, little Sally. He's the hero of the show. She has to love him.
Yeah, everybody loves Bobby Strong. What's it like, Officer Longstaff?
What like, little Sally?
You're in town?
Oh, I can't tell you that, little Sally.
Why not?
Because it's a secret, that's why. Its power depends upon mystery. I can't just blurt it out like, there is no Urinetown! We just kill people! Oh no. The information must be oozed out until it bursts forth in one mighty cathartic moment. Somewhere next to everyone singing. Things like that.
I get it.
I better get going. It's almost time for the next scene.
Next morning at the empty with the lakeside house?
That's the one. So long, Miss Sally. And keep your head down.
And so, with this piece of paper, the UGC awards amending number 9, the first of our new and entirely legal fee hikes, which we hope you will honor and enjoy.
Fee hikes?
Of course, no one knows better than the good people at Urine Good Company just how difficult the times are. But research and to find the long-term solutions we need is expensive. So for the time being, our decision is firm, and we look forward to going to Rio with our new property. We look forward to finding long-lasting solutions and things like that. Good luck, Miss Pennywise. I'll see you in, you know where.
Can't do this to us, Miss Pennywise. It'll be off to Urinetown for the lot of us sooner or later if you do.
And it'll be off to Urinetown for me if I don't. Now form a line and have your money ready. The new fee hike money, that is.
Miss Pennywise.
Bobby Strong, where the hell have you been?
Sorry I'm late, Miss Pennywise. I was up all night thinking, is all.
Up all night thinking, is it? Bobby, You work for me now. You don't have to go in the bushes anymore.
No, that's not.
Like father, like son, that's what I always say. Now let's get back to work.
But it was about my father I was thinking, Miss Pennywise. About what happened to him yesterday. About what's happening to all of us.
Your father broke the law yesterday, and that's the end of it.
But what if the law is wrong?
What did you say?
I said, what if the law is wrong? What if all of this is wrong?
Wrong? You got a sweet-looking head, Bobby. A sweet-looking head. But you keep it up there in the clouds, day after day after day. And it's gotta come down from there, you hear me? You get that head out of the clouds, Bobby Strong. You get it out of the clouds!
Off in the distance, there's a beautiful horizon.
All right, folks, you know the drill.
Gleaming and radiant, it's what I'll keep my eyes on.
The same as it's always been.
As the world turns to face the sun and start another day, it suddenly occurs to me that maybe we can find another way. Look at the sky, full of hope and promise. It's a shining ideal, how I reel when I look at the sky.
All right, who's ready to pay? I am.
Ma!
We'll take your fee now, Mrs. Strong. Then you improve fee, that is.
Daily be making pay their nickels, dimes, and quarters.
This is all I have, Miss Pennywise.
Daily we break them because we have to follow orders.
How much you got, Mrs. Strong?
And we keep filling money bags with broken lives and dreams. But what's it for? I can't ignore their deep immoral profit-making schemes. Look at the sky, high above this madness. Here below, feel our shame. It must stop in the name of the sky.
This is all I have, Bobby. Is it enough?
You keep that money, Ma.
Really? The fee is the law, Bobby Strong. She'll abide by it or she'll join her husband.
And what if there was a new law in town, Miss Pennywise? A new law that didn't come through any voting process or elected body or process of judicial review, but a brand new law that came from an organ. That's right, a muscular blood pumping organ. Like this one, right here.
A muscular organ?
Can't you see it, Miss Pennywise? Well, if this one's too small for you, why don't you try that one off her side?
It's blinding me!
Look at the sky. There's a great big heart there. There's a heart in the sky. There just is. Don't ask why. It's the sky.
Don't do this, Bobby. You'll regret it.
I don't think so. Come on, Ma. This one's on the house. For everyone. Forever.
Hooray!
Your heart knows all things great and true.
Crossing their brains can never.
Your sword points to the great big blue.
Where the people's allegiance was found.
Tell me where.
Look at the sky.
Look at the sky. Look at the sky.
What's to become of you, Bobby? What's to become of us all?
Up in the distance, there's a beautiful horizon.
It's a paradise of white, 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 and a light in the sky.
In the
You'll be off to Rio then, I imagine. Already got my ticket. Good work in the legislature, Fifth. It was touch and go there for a moment, I understand.
Well, your Beaches of Rio slideshow changed their mind soon enough. Just like it changed my mind those many years ago.
God, I wish I never met you, Caldwell B. Cladwell.
Sorry to interrupt, Daddy. I just wanted to bring you your morning fat suit.
My hope, dear, you're absolutely glowing.
It would seem that all of us were good raised with it. Well, the facts, anyhow.
And the copying.
Oh, yes. The copying. You're a good girl, Hope Cladwell. I used to be one, before I met your father.
A good girl?
You heard me.
22, 23, just a few more.
Daddy, can I ask you a question?
What is it, Hope dear?
Do you believe in love?
Love, why do you ask?
Well, it's just that I met this boy, you see, and he's really sweet.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. We have a little problem.
Caldwell. Long time no see.
Ms. Pennywise.
Anyway, it's about public amenity number 9, sir. The people there are rioting.
Rioted?
The people are peeing for free, Caldwell. I tried to stop them.
The assistant custodian is refusing to take people's money, sir. A young man by the name of Bobby Strong.
Bobby Strong?
They've rescinded the Public Health Act.
And the Water Preservation Act.
Whoa. Can they do that?
Strictly symbolic, sir. The crowd gathered there was an unthinkably small percentage of the population as a whole.
What's going on, Daddy? I don't understand.
I wouldn't expect a pure heart like yours to understand.
Mr. Barrel and I are ready, Mr. Cladwell. Just give the word.
What did I tell you, Cladwell? It's a powder keg out there, and I have a very important flight to catch.
Excuse me? You're not going anywhere, not until we nip these little disturbances in the bud.
Nip? How so?
You're Cladwell, Hope. What would you do if the very foundation of your life's work were threatened by the rabble-rousing son of a convicted criminal?
Look deep into his heart and try to figure out what made it pound so angrily.
Angry, you say? Angry? No one gets angry at me, not without a beating.
A beating? Oh, but Daddy, beating people is wrong.
Life's a beating.
Well, then life is wrong.
Embrace it. I have.
Life should be beautiful.
Life is many things. Look deeper. You'll see it. I do. I see it everywhere. A little bunny in a meadow. He's nibbling grass without a care. He's so delightful as he hops through. You say, hi, bunny, and he stops for you. You pull your trigger, and he drops for you. Goodbye, Bunny Boo. Hello, Rabbit Stew. Get me, boys?
You tell him, boss!
Don't be the bunny. Don't be the stew. Don't be the dinner. You have better things to do. It ain't no joke. That's why it's funny. So take your cue. Don't be the bunny. Don't be the bunny.
But Daddy, we're talking about people, not animals.
People are animals, Hope dear.
Animals with large incisors and big floppy feet.
Look closely. You'll see them. I do. I see them everywhere. A little bunny at a toll booth. He needs a measly 50 cents. Our little bunny didn't plan. Poor bunny simply doesn't have the bread. He begs for mercy but gets jail instead. Passing feathers in the air as the bunny gets the chair. See the moral, people.
Clear as day, boss!
Don't be the bunny. Don't be the dope. Don't be the loser. You're much better than that, Hope. You're born to power. You're in the money. Advice to you. Henry the bunny. Don't be the bunny.
A little bunny at a toll booth?
You heard me.
But Daddy, bunnies don't drive cars.
Oh, don't they?
No, actually, I don't think they do.
Live long enough, Hope dear. You'll see many things.
Even a daughter doubting her father?
A little bunny in a shoebox. He thinks he's found a brand new home. Oh, so snug and cozy on your closet floor. And then you open up your closet door. Now what's that bunny in my closet for? With a mallet and some clippers, you find out new bunny slippers. Grasp the message stab.
Right behind you, boss!
Don't be
everyone will get a turn.
Here's some cash, Bobby. Just for you.
Keep your cash, friend, and relieve yourself in happiness.
Busy stay on record if your books are great. Something you're not holding up.
A little spillage, nothing to be concerned about. The people are happy, that's the main thing.
Police!
Wait, please, everyone remain calm.
It'll take a lot of explaining to keep us calm, Bobby Strong.
We have taken control of this amenity, officers. The people here pay for free.
That's my amenity, officers. I want these people taken away.
Officer Lockstaff, what's happening?
Right. This is the Act 1 finale, Sally. This is where Cladwell arrives to snuff out the uprising. It's a big song and dance number involving the entire cast.
Stuff out the uprising? But what about Bobby's dreams?
Well, dreams only come true in happy musicals, and a few Hollywood movies. And this certainly isn't either one of those. No, dreams are meant to be crushed. It's nature's way.
This may not be a happy musical, Officer Longstaff, but it's still a musical. And when a little girl's been given as many lines as I have, there's still hope for dreams.
It's Reno!
Bobby?
Hope?
I told you to follow your heart, not to seize an amenity.
I did follow my heart, Hope, thanks to you.
The amenity won't take much more of this uprising, Caldwell. Bobby's a sweet boy, but not sweet enough to sweeten that spillage, not by a long shot.
The amenity will take what it has to, Miss Pennywise. The days of deprivation are over for these people.
Hooray! The days of deprivation have just begun if this madness continues a moment longer.
Sure, Mr. Cladwell, that's what you've been saying for 20 years. And for 20 years, we've waited for the launch of solutions that never came. But we're done waiting. For a new day has dawned today. A day of hope and happiness, when the ideas of human dignity are more than just a forgotten notion, but a living, breathing reality. A day, this day, where the people pay for free because the people are free.
Hooray!
Free people are free, how can a fee enslave us? See how we can be free from the chains he gave us. We're suffering now such lives of sorrow. Don't give us tomorrow, just give us today.
Free people are free, how can it be? Enslaved us, see how we can be free from the chains he gave us. We're suffering now such lives of sorrow. Don't give us tomorrow, just give us today.
From every hill, every steeple, ring out the anthem of the people, making a new way, bring the clouds of gray to sing of today, sing of today, sing of today, sing today, sing today, sing today.
Perhaps best to stay back here with your father, Hope dear. The police will want to charge soon.
Your father?
Charge? Daddy, these people need understanding, not brutality.
On the contrary, Hope dear, a little brutality is exactly what these people need. Officer Lockstock!
Oh, but Daddy, he only wants the people to be happy. Isn't that worth something?
Happy, you say? Happy? So you want happy, Mr. Strong? Did you say happy, Mr. Strong? If they pay today, I'm sure they'll be as happy as a pup. With no rules and no more fees to pay, things would be looking up. But too bad the water that we share could fit inside a cup. What of tomorrow, Mr. Strong?
But what of today?
What of tomorrow, Mr. Strong? What of tomorrow, Mr. Strong? Our resources are as fragile as a newborn baby small. With your actions, you will gut the child and leave a lifeless home. Would it be your so short-sighted, so insensitive, so low? In tomorrow, Mr. Strong.
But what of today?
You are wrong, Mr. Strong. You're a socialistic wrong. If the people need for freedom, push the system to the brink. If today the spirit tells us how tomorrow will not see. If it's you and me now, Mr. Strong, which one of us will believe? They say it's you, Mr. Strong, for on the subject of tomorrow, you are wrong. Officer Lockstock, prepare your man.
Everybody into the amenity. We'll be relatively safer in there.
Oh, Bobby, why didn't you tell me you were going to start a revolution?
Maybe for the same reason you didn't tell me you were at Cladwell.
I'm the same girl I was last night.
The girl last night would have joined us by now, Hope.
Well, Bobby, I can't fight against my father.
And I can't not fight against him. So you can join us, or you can stand aside.
Stand aside.
You heard me.
Bobby, think you're standing on the brink. You'll be arrested soon, perhaps as soon as noon. And I could never bear to see you taken where the guilty peers beat the toilet judgment
You
seat.
said to follow your heart. Here's where my heart leads. Now I'll do my part to banish your deeds. You made me to see fantastically clear when people be free. We've nothing to
Give up
fear.
now, we'll find a way to love to the people. It's gonna happen for you, but if you must be and handle this without mercy.
This is right, it's our turn. Sing it today, not tomorrow.
Bobby, you get no time.
And the lives of sorrow. Today, sing it today.
You picked a fight you can't win today, Mr. Strong. Your rabble is no match for my men!
He's right, Bobby. They've got 1, 2 men. And they're all so poor.
Now release the girl and face your punishment like a man!
Release! No one's holding anyone. Bobby, where's the woman? I'm a little short this morning. I was shorter than yesterday unless I'm wrong.
You can punish our bodies, Mr. Cladwell, but you can never punish our spirits!
Punish our bodies? Why are you going to be punishing my body?
Oh, punishment is all you'll ever know! Once you release the girl! You are wrong, Mr. Strong! You are wrong, Mr. Strong! Very wrong, Mr. Strong! You are wrong, Mr. Strong! That's the name of your words! You are wrong, Mr. Strong! Very wrong, Mr. Strong! You are right, Mr. Strong! But time is over! You are wrong, Mr. Strong! Very wrong,
You'll get your time.
Today, not tomorrow.
So what'll it be, Bobby?
Looks like we're in a real tight spot, doesn't it?
Your fellow revolutionaries seem to think so.
I suppose we should leave.
Well, Bobby, they'll never let you leave now.
Remember me, boys. Oh God, what have I done? Remember me! Now without you they won't, which is why you're coming with us.
But I told you, Bobby, I won't fight against my father.
And I told you I won't not fight against him, Hope.
But how can I come with you and still not fight against my father unless... Oh, dear God! Bobby, no!
From every hill, every steeple, at the end of the road, sing back, Cladwell. We've got your daughter and we're not letting her go.
Bobby, what are you doing? This guy, you're coming with us!
We're walking out of here, Cladwell, and you're gonna let us. That is if you care about your daughter.
We're making a terrible mistake, Mr. Strong.
Release the girl, Bobby. She's done nothing wrong.
Don't release the girl. And follow me.
What we do? Seize them!
No, he...
Everybody, run me on! Run!
Well, that's it for Act 1. As you can see, Revolt are making their getaway with Hope as a hostage. The rest of us have been thrown into confusion because we're all moving so damn slowly. So we don't get to catch them. Not yet. Enjoy intermission, and we'll see you shortly. kidnapped her and used her as a shield to escape due punishment from my man. Word has it they're holed up in some secret hideout somewhere. Perhaps this one, right here.
Where the hell is Bobby? And little Salle? And old Nostra? They should have been back by now.
Ah, who we kidding? The police probably nabbed them hours ago. It's only a matter of time before they're out and about to push out that. And then it's off to Urinetown with a lot of us.
What's it like, do you think?
Urinetown? Don't even ask.
No one knows for sure.
I got my suspicions.
Oh, yeah?
Sure, kid. Everyone's got suspicions. What is Urinetown? Urinetown's the end. Switch to real punishment. No need now to pretend.
The chapel sprung and then you're hung and then they'll cut you down. They'll box you up and ship you out and call it Urinetown.
They'll box you up and ship you out and call it Urinetown, town, 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 town.
Dance?
No, never do they dance. Those people down in Urinetown, they never get the chance. Dance and forget it, never not a note, unless it's at the bottom of the road.
So don't get your hopes up. And I say, if they're not back soon, we give it to her the way they was gonna give it to us. People hear a lot of things about Urinetown. That's just the way we like it. For example, a little boy once asked me, is Urinetown actually a nice place to live? Gingerbread houses, all golden, frothy canals. Like Venice, but different. They can say yes. They can say no either.
I want them found, damn it! I want my daughter released, and I want Bobby Strong punished!
Working on the clock, sir. But as the sign says, it's a secret hideout. You can actually see right there that it is.
Enough of your excuses, Lobster! You got weapons, use them!
But sir, little Sally's spelling test tomorrow. You gotta help her study!
Urinetown's a tool, an instrument of power to enforce my iron rule. So send them to all the streets and let them understand. If hope is not returned, it's Urinetown for all the land!
If hope is not returned, it's Urinetown for all the land, 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 land.
Dance, dance, do they think I'll dance? Those people with my daughter want to make me change my stance. Dance, dance, forget it, never not a nine. I'll teach him not to take from you what's mine.
We should hurry, sir. The emergency planning forum is waiting.
Yes, of course, the quorum.
That was a close one, Bobby. I thought Bertolt saw us there for sure.
We'll have to put our toes, Ma. At least until we've distributed the rest of the memos with the other assistant custodians around the city.
Do you think they'll join us?
It's hard to say. They're scared like we used to be scared. If it's true what they say about everyone having a heart, they'll have to join us. What is Urinetown? Urinetown's a lie. A means to keep the poor in check until the day they die. I did not check their dirty work. Things are different now. We'll fight for right with all our might until we win somehow.
We'll fight for right with all our might until we win somehow. How, 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 how.
Dance, dance, listen to it dance. My heart is like a stallion racing through a great expanse. Canyons of freedom, that's where it will waltz, performing coronary somersaults.
Your heart is like a stallion.
I'll explain along the way. Come on, let's go.
Where are they hiding at, little Sally? Tell me it'll see things go easy on you.
Easy on me? You mean like sending me to the nice part of Urinetown?
That can be arranged.
Save it one of your other stoolies, Officer Longstop. My heart's with rebellion. And besides, the way I see it, I'm already in Urinetown. We all are. Even you.
Me?
Sure. The way I see it, Urinetown isn't so much a place as it is a metaphysical place. What is Urinetown? Urinetown is here. It's the town wherever people learn to live in fear.
like metaphysical!
Alright. I say we give her 5 seconds, and then she gets the rope. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that was a close one. Cops crawling all over the place.
Little Sally, where the hell have you been?
Spying near the tower is all. Mr. Cladwell bit Miss Pennywise. They was all meeting up there. For I don't know what you call it, a quorum of some kind.
That's it. She gets the rope.
The rope?
String her up!
You can't just give her the rope.
Why not?
Because killing her would make us no better than the rest of them.
Haven't you heard, little Sally? We are no better than them. In fact, we're worse.
Worse?
What do you think they talk about there in those quorums they got going on, huh? How good we are? So listen up. Any second now, those cops are gonna bust in here and bust us up like a bunch of overripe cantaloupes. Oh! So I'm saying, our juice is gonna spill all over this floor here. Her juice is gonna spill too. Cladwell juice. Then we'll see who's better than who. Look at her there, all bound up, gagged and tied, with her head full of hair and her heart full of pride. Oh boys, I've had enough of each arrogant curl. Bing bang boom, let's get tough, play her up, snuff that girl.
Snuff that girl? But killing people is wrong.
Then what does it feel? So right! Look at us here in a hole on the land, with our hearts full of fear. What a wreck, what a sham! No cops will be here, busting heads mighty quick.
But we'll beat them to the punch when we snuff out that chick.
We tried doing what we should.
Wasn't glad.
Then we learned that feeling good.
He's doing bad.
Nuts, they go close, so they stay to the tree. Looking here is an A for word I see. I say she is the nut, and of course with a smile. She is what we say will winter, so let's not that girl.
Big. Big.
A big bang! Big bang!
A big bang boom.
Boom!
Yeah.
Okay, now stop the girl. Yeah? Stop the girl.
Stop her.
Oh yeah, now go.
Stop the girl. Stop the girl. Stop the girl. Situations like this, we're going to very unbalanced circumstances.
Such as we have right here?
Exactly. Now get the rope. Yeah, that's right, the rope.
String her up! That's the answer. String up the shrunken daughter of a criminal urinal chain owner Cladwell. Kill her! Hang her! Kill her!
Enough! What?
Bobby Strong.
No one's killing anyone. Why not?
Because she's our security blanket, that's why.
But Bobby, we're so afraid. Killing her might make us feel powerful for a moment.
Friends, I know you're afraid, but this has got to be about more than just revenge and the vicarious thrill of stringing someone up who can't defend herself.
But we want to hang her for her father's crimes.
I think he's just in love with her. That's what I think.
Maybe I am. What? And maybe I made a promise up there. A promise that from this day forward, no man would be denied his essential humanity due to the condition of his pocketbook. That no man in need would be denied help by another with the means to help him. Here and now, from this day forward, thanks to you and you and you, we will look into the faces of our fellow men and see not only a brother, but a sister as well.
What does that even mean?
When did he say that? I don't know what to say that. All I remember him saying was, "Run! Run for your lives! Run!"
Well, that was in the heat of battle. And in the heat, the actual hotness of battle, the cry of freedom sounds something like, run, freedom, run. Freedom, run away. My friends, you have to run, 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 run. Freedom, run away. That freedom sign will shine someday. So then you better run, 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 run. Freedom, run away. I'm frightened. So, as well you should be. Freedom is scary. It's like a blast of cool wind that burns your face to wake you up. Literally? Yes. There's a trickle of sweat, in your ears. You gotta run, run away. Now don't you fret, and never fear. Freedom, so run away. There's a great big ladder on your tail, and good intention on your trail. Run, freedom, run. Run, freedom, run. Run, freedom, run. Freedom, run away. Freedom, run away. Freedom, run away. My friends, you have to run, 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 run. Freedom, run away. Freedom, run away. Freedom, run away. That freedom sun will shine someday. 3, 4. Till then you better run, run away. Freedom sun will shine someday. You better run, in your hair, you'll run to freedom's glory. That freedom sun will shine all over your freedom story. Give it to him, Bobby. I said freedom. I said freedom. I said freedom. Guts, brains, if we have to. And some of us will almost certainly not make it out of this revolution alive. Maybe all of us. But fight on we will for all the decades necessary to win freedom for the people of this land. Decades? Mm-hmm.
How about a real plan?
I've got a real plan.
What?
Pennywise.
How did you find us here?
I had a feeling you'd be here, Bobby. No one knows the sewer system like you do.
Or you?
Cladwell would like to talk to you, Bobby.
About what?
He wants to discuss the situation with you, man to man. He says he finally understands how unhappy the people of this community have become, and he wants to work out a solution with you, peacefully.
No, that sounds like a short.
That'll save us on the decades of struggle.
But can we trust him?
Mr. Cladwell does not want any trouble, Mrs. Strong. He just wants his amenity up and running, smooth and natural. That's all he's ever wanted.
What do you think, little Sally?
I think it might be a little hard for your love to grow with hope with her tied to that chair for the rest of her life.
All right, I'll go.
Bobby, no, what if it's a trap?
It's just a chance I'll have to take.
Yes! But what about the girl?
She stays here. Any funny business and she gets it. You tell that to Cladwell.
Oh, I'll tell him. Likewise with the girl. Give it to her, and we give it to him.
What?
You get me?
We'll be careful.
Stay calm, Hope, dear. We'll have you out of this in no time.
Hello, Bobby.
Hello, Hope.
So this is the bright new day you were telling me about.
I don't blame you for being angry with me, Hope, but your father gave us no choice.
They may not have taught me much at the most expensive university in the world, but they did teach me this much. Kidnapping people is wrong.
Really? They taught you that there?
I thought we had something special, Bobby.
We do have something special, Hope. But until freedom rules the people of this land instead of fear, love has about as much a chance as a baby bunny drowning in a vat of boiling water.
Maybe less.
I didn't mean to drag you into all this, Hope.
And I didn't mean to. I don't know what I meant to do.
Look to your heart, Hope. I think the answer to what you're looking for is in there, deep down, among the tissues.
Oh, but wait, when will I see you again?
When darkness surrounds you and you lose your way, you have your own compass that turns night to day, and it's even with you before you depart. Be still, hear it beating, it's leading you, follow your Bobby.
You caused a lot of excitement over the past few days, Mr. Strong. Gotten a lot of people riled up.
The people have only just begun to fight, Cladwell.
Keeping my daughter held against her will. Is that how the people fight?
They fight by any means necessary.
The streets are still ours, Mr. Strong. Your people are holed up in some underground sewer.
They'll be up.
Sign up, sir! There's been a disturbance at public amenity number 32. 15 as well.
People have gathered and all the rest. They're waiting to see what young Bobby will do.
After we meet with you, of course.
Of course. Mr. McQueen. Do you remember the stink years, Mr. Strong? Those first years when the water table began to drop and then just kept on dropping? None of us thought we had much time, and many of us did questionable things. Much like what's happening here today. There was the looting, of course, and the hoarding. Riots broke out like there was no tomorrow, for there was no tomorrow. But there is always a tomorrow if you're strong enough to cling to it, which is why I've called you here today.
A child.
Some people see me as an evil man. The truth is, I'm no more evil than you, or Miss Pennywise, or any of those people you insist on leaving. I'm just a simple man trying to cling to tomorrow by any means necessary.
And, what happens when the drought is over?
Over? Well, we can always hope, of course, but until that day comes, our method of controlling consumption through the regulating mechanism of cash must continue.
Ah, yes, the regulating mechanism of cash.
I want you to have this cash, Bobby, and tell the people that the powers that be grant full amnesty to all those involved in this week's criminal activities, so long as they agree to go back to the improved fee hike schedule as agreed upon by the legislature. Don't let it happen again, and have a good time in Rio.
So many tomorrows.
Yes.
I'm afraid we'll take more than a pile of cash to a me over Cladwell.
Bobby, really is an awful lot of cash.
Free access is the only cash I'm interested in.
I thought we had an understanding, Mr. Strong.
Then understand this. If there's truly a way to that bright new tomorrow, we'll find it together. All of us, not just the wealthy few. And that means free access.
Free access is impossible.
That's what I'll tell the people then.
Stop! We'll not go back to the stink years. I will not allow it.
Caldwell, what are you doing?
I spent a lifetime building this company, bribing political elite, paying off police, and snuffing out popular resistance like it was a little baby bunny in the palm of my hand. My right hand. For you see, I have centralized all power to a pinpoint spot, right here, between these two ears. And I will not allow some dreamy-eyed boy to ruin all that. Seize him!
Don't do it, Caldwell. There's no telling what they'll do to the girl.
That's just a chance I will have to take. Yes!
He really is as evil as they say.
You think that just because I love my daughter, I'll stop clinging to tomorrow?
Caldwell, what are you saying?
I closed my heart to love once. I can do it again. Take him away, Officer, with all haste.
You lied to us, Cladwell! Cladwell!
Why did I listen to that man? Why did I listen to the nature of his plan? And when he talked, I should have walked, I should have walked, I should have ran. Why did I listen to that man?
You, it works, police headquarters. We'll need all hands on deck tonight. You, and you stay with me, and Vic. Yes, Cladwell. Get down to the legislature. I want full authority on the coming crackdown.
Dirty my hands with this bad business. Not on your life.
Don't kid yourself, Vic. Your hands are as filthy as a child that you stand by the side. But don't worry. You can wash them soon enough. Wash them by the banks of Rio del Rio. Now go. You, and you, come with me.
Why can't I listen to that crook? The little private cash is all it really took. That's how that drink and toilet payment baby came and I'm a shook. Why did I listen to that crook?
You lied to us, Cladwell! You told us one thing, then you did another. That's what you did, Cladwell! That's what you did!
Come on then, young Bobby. You can't keep screaming all the way down to Urinetown.
But oh! She's still with the others. What happens to me happens to her.
What happens to you happens to all of us sooner or later. Rather later than sooner, I'd say.
But not to hope, please! Not to hope!
Now we finally got you. Now you're in our claws, captured in our city of laws. There's no trial or jury, nothing to discuss. Now the law is speaking through us. You'll get Urinetown, off to go to Urinetown, away with you to Urinetown. Now no more fuss.
Let go of me! I have to save hope!
Are you saving hope now, Miss Pennywise?
Oh no! Take that! And this! And this! And a few of these!
So what's it like? This Urinetown I've heard so much about.
Perhaps better for us to show you.
What's this? Where are we?
You, my boy, stand on the very threshold to a new world.
The door is in front of you. Step through and Urinetown awaits.
Door? More like a railing. And pigeons. A rooftop?
And a drop. A decisive drop.
I guess I still don't understand.
Never fear. The time of understanding is at hand.
Welcome then to the very gates of Urinetown itself.
Why did I listen to that cat? I listened to my dad. I went to work for him. He said he was so glad. Was he sincere? Now it's clear that I've been had. Why did I listen to
That crook, this is Urinetown. That's Urinetown.
Look! There's public amendment number 47. And the legislator. And my boyhood home. We're just standing on top of the UGC headquarters building. And this is our town.
Yes. Yes, it is.
How can it be that we're in our town and in Urinetown at the same time, unless Dear God, no, you couldn't have.
Oh, we didn't move then.
Wait, you're just gonna throw me off this roof and that's supposed to be Urinetown? Death is Urinetown?
That's one interpretation.
Why did I listen to my heart? I heard his heart make this revolution start. So the thunder with my song and that was the he is wrong. Why did I listen to my heart? Why did I listen to my heart? I heard his call and made this revolution start. So let the drunk look at my song and that will see that he is wrong. Why did I listen to that? Why did I listen to that? Why did I listen to that?
Mr. Barrel, you know the drill.
What's taking them so long? They should have been back by now. Cladwell is not one to dilly down.
All night, all the sirens and the screaming. Maybe they're celebrating.
Bobby won't let us down. He's a good boy, my Bobby's strong. If anyone can find the way to freedom, he can.
Otherwise, we kill the girl. That is the plan, isn't it?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? Little Sally, what's going on up there?
It's...
Yes?
We saw Bobby.
Yes?
I don't think the meeting went very well.
What makes you say that?
Well, they threw him off a building.
What do you mean, little Sally? Who threw who off a building?
Bobby! The policeman! They threw him off a building!
The policeman threw Bobby off a building?
They couldn't have done such a thing. We have Cladwell's daughter.
Well, they did.
Is he okay?
Well, is he?
Bobby, the policeman came soon enough, but not before he heard his last words.
His last words?
That's right. They were about her.
Well, what were they?
They were, tell her I love her. Tell her I'll always be with her. And I will see her in a better place where hope is always new. Ours was a short time. Ours was a love that never bloomed. Yet in that love there lives a brand new hope. It's calling out to you. It's calling soft and gentle day and night. It's docile and benign.
A pickle in the pine. What did I say? That isn't what I meant. I've lost my sense of sense. I fear my life is spent. No one is innocent.
No one is innocent. What did he mean by that?
No. He started fading in and out after a while. It was a miracle he was alive at all. The thought was so horrible.
Was he talking about me?
Not innocent. Who the hell does he think he is?
Oh, wait, please. There's more. He said, tell all the people, tell them the time is always now. Tell them to fight for what they know is right.
I've lost my sense of sight, and yet I see them. I see them standing hand in hand. I see them standing hand in hand, and cheek to cheek and hand in hand. There still is hope. I see this land.
Yes?
Cladwell lied to us. First he takes my Joseph, now he takes my Bobby.
Who will lead us now?
We're lost. Lost, I tell you. The rebellion is over. Destroyed the show.
What are we gonna do? I'll tell you what we do. We do to her what they did to him!
That's right. Do to her what they did to him.
Or you could take me instead.
What?
Miss Pennywise.
Caesar!
Yes, do what you feel you need to. But please, spare the child.
Old woman, you've been grasping and conniving all your days. Why so giving now?
Because Hope is my daughter.
Yes.
And I am her mother.
Yes!
Yes, Hope dear, it's true. I am your mother, the one-time lover of Caldwell B. Cladwell.
Strumpet!
Slattern!
Call me what you will. But it was during the stink years, you see. No one thought they had much time then. So many of us did questionable things. There was the looting, of course, and the hoarding. But there were also the fond farewells, the late-night trysts. Life was an explosion full of riots, cheap cabarets, dancing girls,
And love.
Oh, yes, and love. For there was a love like no tomorrow. For there was no tomorrow. But there is always a tomorrow in some way or another. Hope, dear, when you were born, your father made me promise never to reveal my identity to you. For I was something of a strumpet back in my day. But never in my wildest dreams.
Enough! Yes!
My heart is telling me many things right now, as I'm sure you're all well aware. But one thing is bellowing even louder than ever, is that when there is wrong in the world, we must try to right it. You did a wonderful thing by coming here tonight, Miss Pennywise. Mom, and if you can reform yourself, then maybe we can reform a lot more than we know. Ladies and gentlemen of the Revolution, if you want to do to me what they did to Bobby, I wouldn't blame you.
Caesar!
But if this righteous rebellion were to peter out in Bobby's absence, sending his memory into oblivion, I would blame you, all of you. Kill me and the rebellion dies with me. Let me lead you and the rebellion will triumph.
Lead us?
She's mad. Lead you to the very nerve center of my father's empire.
I've got a key.
And the guards know not to question me. But once there, we'll question Daddy. Oh, dear, yes, we'll question him plenty.
Why should we trust you?
Because Bobby, your hero, loved me. And I loved him.
And Hope, dear girl, on behalf of the people of the rebellion, maybe in time we might be able to love you too.
That's all that really matters, isn't it? Well, so let's go do to them what they were ultimately going to do to us! With the lust for saving water, and his daughter upward dead.
Lay it on your Stradivari. He's not sorry, not a shred.
He's not sorry. He's not sorry.
An absolute maze, that's what the sewer system is. I'm going back down to give it a look. You stay up here to guard the streets.
I've been meaning to ask, Mr. Lockstock, do you ever have doubts about what we've been doing? About the killings and all?
You may surprise you to learn that sometimes I do. But the health and security of this community are my primary concerns. I love the people of this town, Mr. Merrill, very much. Cladwell's edicts may be the only chance.
And I love you very much.
I see.
Well, that went very well.
Why not let Bobby home? Shut up, people in the air. Why not write that story? Tell your story. You're up there. Now you're sorry. Now you're sorry.
huh? What if I'm actually on my way to the airport right now to catch the last flight to Rio? What did you say to that?
Can I come?
Not yet, sir. They're still searching the sewer system. Which is where they'll be keeping hope, I imagine. I only hope that when we meet in heaven, she can find it in the vastness of her heart to forgive me.
Giving up on me so soon, Daddy?
What?
Mrs. Cladwell, what an unexpected surprise.
Is there any other kind?
Dear, that cause you're safe.
Oh, I'll be safe soon, Daddy. Soon all the people of this land will be safe.
Most of us, anyway. It's all over, Caldwell. We've come to take you away.
Take me away, but to where?
The same place you sent young Bobby and old so-and-so.
And all those who would, or could, meet your criminal behinds.
Seize him!
Oh dear, what is the meaning of this?
I've joined the revolution, Daddy. And as for you, I think it's time you join the expat community in Urinetown.
Yes! You're making a terrible mistake, oh darling. You need me more than you know.
The only thing we need now is freedom, Daddy. For the people. And love. Oh, that's right. And love.
That's what I used to believe too. But worldwide, ecological devastation has ways of changing a man. You're too young to understand it now, oh darling, but there are things more important than love. Food, water, and shelter, for example.
And piles of cash.
It wasn't just cash with Pennywise. It was an awful lot of cash. So long powers, so long money, and the Bonnie this time round.
Remember when our nights were starry?
Aren't you sorry?
Sure, I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry, just unsound.
Take him away.
I regret nothing, you hear me? Nothing! I may have been a bad father and a cruel and vicious man, but I kept the pee off the streets and the water in the ground, you hear me? I kept the water in the ground!
What now, Miss Cladwell?
Now is the beginning for all of us, when each of us, regardless of race, creed, class, or criminal history, can come together as one and share the fruits of our labor as one. Today marks the first day of an age of compassion and the right to do whatever you like, whenever you like, with whoever you like, in whatever location you like. Today marks the final day of an age of fear, ladies and gentlemen, an age that has lasted far too long. Today marks the first day of a new age. A new age!
Don't say it.
Of hope! I see a river flowing for freedom. to the river flowing for justice, all for the people, me and you.
Well, as you guessed, Hope took over her father's business, instituting a series of reforms that opened the public bathrooms to the people. To pee for free whenever they liked, as much as they liked, for as long as they liked, with whomever they liked. The UGC was renamed the Bobby Strong Memorial Toilet Authority and was operated as a public trust for the benefits of the public.
Officer Livestock, where'd you go?
Just keeping my head down, little Sally. Something you should learn to do.
But aren't you scared the rebels will see you?
Oh, I may be a cop, but I'm also the narrator, so no one can touch me. Not if they want the show to end.
So many people being at will. The world is a much better place now, thanks to the revolution.
Actually, Miss Cladwell, your father's mission study on water conservation just before...
My father was a tyrant. We need never fear him again. Justice is the only tyrant we need fear now. Sisters and brothers fight for the river. Fathers and mothers, babies too. All in the river, push towards the river, shove towards the river. Why don't you step in the river, wade in the river, suck in the river, through life through. Once in the river, you are the river. Friends on the shore, might jump into.
Of course, it wasn't long before the water turned silty, brackish, and then disappeared altogether. As cruel as Caldwell B. Cladwell was, his measures effectively regulated water consumption, sparing the town the same fate as the Phantom Urinetown.
What kind of musical is this? Did you guys finally take over and then everything starts falling apart?
Like I said, little Sally, this isn't a happy musical.
But the music's so happy.
Yes, it is, little Sally. Yes, it is.
Such a fever. If only I had a cold, tall glass of water, maybe I'd have a fighting chance. But don't you see, Mr. Strong? The glass of water's inside you. It always has been. It has? Of course it has. Don't you know what you are? A river? That's right. We all are. You are the river, I am the river. He's the river, she's too. All are the river, flowing for freedom, flowing for justice. Let's review.
We see a river flowing for freedom. We see a river just in view. You see a river flowing for freedom. You see a river straight and true.
I don't think too many people are going to see this musical, Officer Livestock.
Why do you say that, little Sally? Don't you think people want to hear their way of life is unsustainable?
The title's awful. Can't we do a happy musical next time?
If there is a next time, I'm sure we can. Well, that's our story. Hope eventually joined her father in a manner not quite so gentle.
Wait, what are you talking about? No, you can't do this to me. No, the glass of water's inside you. Maybe you don't have to take a look closer.
Mr. McQueen opened a bottling factory just outside of New Zealand, which did rather well for itself, until the Amazon dried up. Then he moved. As for the people of this town, they did as best they could. They were prepared for the world they inherited, weighing as they were on the legend born of their founding father's scare tactics. When the water dried up, they recognized their town for the first time for it truly was. But it was always waiting to be.